Kia ora, I'm David Chastain with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Financial markets all awaiting the New Zealand third quarter inflation data due out at 10:45 New Zealand time this morning. This will set the scene for where fixed home loan rates are headed and upcoming policy moves by the RBNZ. But first, overnight, the factory survey in the state of New York showed business activity declined modestly in October. New orders, unfilled orders and shipments were all little changed from last month. But looking ahead, firms do not expect business conditions to improve there over the next 6 months. However, freight shipments across the whole of the US rose 4.8% in September from a year ago, even if they did fall 2.9% from August. Having said that, road freight activity is still quite high in the US, certainly higher than pre-pandemic levels. This data supports the general contention that the US economy is expanding with building activity. After a volatile recovery phase following the pandemic shock, growth metrics are all now starting to settle down. The Atlanta Fed's GDP Now tracker has their third quarter expansion at 2.8%. More traditional models have it lower, at about half that level. But US third quarter data will be released on October 28, a week from Friday. China's in full hagiographic mode these days as their party Congress dominates everything. Their new policy direction is setting back their economic opening up drives, probably by decades. Companies assess that political risks now outweigh the economic gains. In Japan, industrial production came in stronger than anticipated in August, a boost they weren't expecting. And in Australia, splitting flooding is quickly turning their positive grain outlook darker. It may take the top off what was going to be a record harvest. And the US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.01% and down just 1 basis point from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will open today at $1,657 an ounce. This is up $12 from this time yesterday. And oil prices start today up $1 from this time yesterday at just on $85.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $91.50 a barrel. Soft demand and record production saw natural gas prices fall today. The softer demand seems to relate to autumn temperatures being warmer than expected. That will also mean there'll be more exported to Europe to back up their requirements. Germany is now more certain it'll get through this winter pretty much unscathed despite the Russian gas cutoff. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 56.4 US cents and up more than 3/4 cent since this time yesterday. Against the Australian dollar, we're still at 89.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're little change to 57.3 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts today at 66.9 and up 40 basis points. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chastain.